In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 1, Nutrients in Food. In the previous lecture, we have seen fat-soluble vitamins. Now, today we are going to learn about water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin B and vitamin C are water-soluble vitamins. Now, in the table below, you can see the names of various type of vitamin B. Vitamin C is called as ascorbic acid. So let us now see the sources and functions of water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin B. Whole grain cereals, legumes and pulses, nuts and oil seeds, milk and milk product are some of the sources of vitamin B. Now what are the functions of vitamin B? Vitamin B help in carbohydrates, protein and fat metabolism. Now metabolism means it convert carbohydrate, fats and protein into energy. Vitamin C. Amla, oranges, lemon juice, ripe tomatoes, capsicum, cabbages are some of the sources of vitamin C. Functions of vitamin C. कैल्शियम के एब्जॉर्प्शन में विटामिन सी हेल्पफुल है और एक प्रोटीन कोलेजन करके एक प्रोटीन के फॉर्मेशन में भी वो हेल्पफुल है. ना कोलेजन जो है वो बॉडी के वेरियस इंजरीज एंड वुंड्स को हील करती है. The next type of nutrient is minerals. Regulations and protections are the functions of minerals. Now, some of the minerals present in our body are phosphorus, iron, iodine, calcium, sodium, potassium, etc. So, let us now see the sources and functions of each of these minerals. Calcium. Nuts and oilseed, green leafy vegetable, dry fruits, fish, milk and milk product are some of the sources of calcium. Now let us see the function of calcium. It is needed for bones development. It makes the bone strong and healthy. It is also needed for teeth development. Calcium help in blood clotting and it also regulate the contractions and relaxation of muscles. Phosphorus. Whole grain cereals, fish, fruits, eggs and milk are the sources for phosphorus. Now phosphorus also help in the development of bones and it also help in the formation of ATP in the cell. Now what is ATP? ATP, the full form for ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Now this adenosine triphosphate help to provide energy throughout the cell. Iron. Dry fruits, green leafy vegetables, dry dates, jaggery, poha, egg yolk. These are the sources for iron. Hemoglobin present in the red blood cells is a major constituent for iron. Now, hemoglobin is a carrier for oxygen. It carries oxygen through the body. There is a protein iron rich compound in our muscles and this compound is called as the myoglobin. Now myoglobin is responsible for the actions of the muscles. So whatever the muscles do, myoglobin is responsible for it. Iron also facilitate oxidation of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Now, I told you what is the meaning of oxidation. Oxidation means to combine with oxygens. So when carbohydrates, proteins and fat combine with oxygen, it helps to release energy and this energy is provided to the entire body. The last one is iodine. Vegetables and fruits grown in soil rich in iodine, saltwater fish, shellfish. These are the sources for iodine. Now, a hormone thyroxine secreted by thyroid gland is a major constituent of iodine. Now, this thyroxine helps in the physical and mental growth of an individual. Last nutrients that we are going to see is water. Drinking water, fruits and vegetables, beverages are all the sources for water. Now, our body contains 65% of water. For the various functioning of cells and tissues, water is required. Also, digestive juices, blood, saliva, sweats, all are the major constituent of water. Water also remove waste material from our body. It helps to maintain the body temperatures, and this is done by evaporation of water through skin and lungs. It also helps in proper functioning of various joints in our body. Now, during digestion, the product that is formed, the nutrient present in this product are passed through the entire body by water. So we came to the end of the video. With this, we completed chapter 1, nutrients in food of home science. Thank you.